Ups, esqueci de mudar um negócio aqui. Alô, Tashi. It's evil. Pasha! Valeu. Cheio de luz, isso vai ser um problema. Mas vamos lá.
So, what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, Nord Sunday, you better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes. Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
Daí aí, um pouco de sono, mas vamos lá.
You there. This is a restricted crime scene.
Vera England, Central Bureau.
Oh, you're Agent England. Sorry for shouting at you. I'm Gabriel.
Apology accepted. Now brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33, stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. He worked here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who was sitting over there by the window.
Got it.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
Evidently. This entire room should have been evacuated. Staying clear of the body would have decreased the risk of contaminating evidence.
Yeah, maybe we should have established a wider perimeter.
Yes, I would highly advise that for next time.
Got it. I'll strive to do better in the future.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Sure, I'll be here. So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
Let's just say I'm good at what I do. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. Hush, hush. Got it.
Bom, pelo menos ela não tacou fogo em nada ainda, né?
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out, using some extra strength. A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Alright, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense wounds, so this was either a surprise attack.
2022,
What
2022.
about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
There was a photo in his chest pocket.
Não sei se porque tá no banner, né?
It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant. I hate to start things off like this, but your hands are bloody and a man is lying dead over there. You understand how it looks, right?
Wait, what? Yes, it's his blood, but I just got some of it on me when I turned him over.
Okay, so why were you even touching the body? You should have notified the police immediately.
I just didn't realize he was dead at first. I thought he just hurt himself or something.
Okay. Let's move on to some other questions.
Fine, I have nothing to hide.
Combo! Valeu hard! Pena que não tem cana, senão você veria minha cara de surpresa. Olha, Zé, eu acho que pelo fato de ser uma expansão da Tiny Tina e o pessoal gostar muito dela, é capaz que seja grande, hein? Senão o povo vai ficar bem decepcionado.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone. Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is that so? It doesn't look that old. At least Carl looks about the same.
Guess the guy aged well. Any other questions?
Sim, eu vi, é linda, maravilhosa.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Josef, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info.
Óbvio, né? Boa noite. Eu espero que seja uma DLC grande, viu? Pra compensar. Mas eu tô feliz que eu tenho até ano que vem pra comprar a Season 2, então. É um game de investigação.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Not sure which one belongs to Carl. A row of personal lock. My picture of Alex. I miss him. Gabriel.
Yeah?
Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to the victim?
I don't know. Try asking that guy over there.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Sim, ela é uma detetive. Eu tô tentando descobrir o assassinato aqui, no caso.
A few more questions, if I may? Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
No, I don't know anything about that.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
A row of personal lockers for the workers. Looks pre-collapse. Hey, I'm gonna go check out the dorm. Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha. Be right back. Pens and paper. Nothing out of the ordinary. Huh. Odd place for a ventilation duct. Clean clothes and sheets. Nothing interesting.
É uma ideia parecida.
Dirty laundry. Smells like machine oil. Both beds look recently used. Huh. Not yet. I think... I already examined him. Gabriel.
Yeah?
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
A few more questions, if I may? Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you, old girlfriend from before.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Josef, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info. Not while we're talking. That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
Post-mortem, huh? That would suggest that he likely only touched the body after death. Huh. There are a lot of prints around a panel on the air duct. panel is screwed on tight. I'll need some way of getting it loose. Sure, I could try to.
Interessante isso.
Got the coin. It's an old pre-collapse coin. No one would accept it as payment today. A few more questions, if I may? Hey, do you happen to know where I can get a screwdriver?
What for? Are you taking this place apart?
Not exactly. I need it to get some potential evidence.
Well, it sounds strange to me, but either way, it's not my job to do your errands.
I don't think he'd be interested in that. That's enough question.
Okay.
Gabriel.
Yeah?
Hey, do you happen to know where I can get a screwdriver?
Not really. The foreman collected all of the tools and locked them up after the murder.
I don't want to share that with him. Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Okay, that must be Carl's locker.
Pra mim, te mente um pouco dos dois, viu, Combo? Porque você tem que fazer as análises de tudo pra desvendar os negócios.
Locked. Doesn't look incredibly strong, though.
Geez, try not to wreck the place.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open.
Oi, Flor. Valeu. Eita. Valeu os chips, Flor.
A pair of large boots with dirt under them.
Quero café. Me lembra um pouco o Heavy Rain, né? Queria ter dinheiro pra comprar os jogos da... Esqueci da empresa do Heavy. GG, Flor.
There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets.
Mas mesmo assim, fica R$50 cada um, né? 30. Detalhe, infelizmente, muito caro.
The note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads, "Hi, doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses." A pair of large boots with dirt under them. A few more questions, if I may. Do you know anything about saffron plants?
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordsund, but that's it.
Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
O cara é meio inútil, né?
That's enough questions.
Okay.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
do you know anything about saffron plants?
I know we grow them here in Nordsund, but I'm not sure exactly where. We have vegetables all over.
I found this in Carl's coat. What do you make of it?
Not sure. But it's a bit strange that the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together, or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah, could be.
Okay, that's all I need.
Very well, Agent.
Not yet. My service pistol. It fires conventional projectiles using magnetic propulsion. It's loaded with 600 rounds of compressed alloy ammunition. The battery's the limiting factor, lasting for about 80 I already examined him. I don't think extra strength. My service pistol. The battery. Maybe someone can tell me where these things are grown in Nordsund. I think I have what I need to open the vent. The reason I'm here. I need to gather as much evidence as possible.
Pensei em usar uma moeda, verdade. Pô, você não tava em live? Já fechou?
It's an old pre-collapse. The panel is screwed on tight. I'll need some way of getting it loose. There was a small key hidden inside the duct. A small, unique-looking key. I already searched that. Nope, that lock is way... Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. That action doesn't seem productive to me. A few more questions, if I may. Any idea of what this key opens?
Nope, haven't seen a key like that before.
That's enough.
Okay.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
any idea of what this key...
Nope. But it looks small. Some kind of drawer? Maybe a filing cabinet or something?
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
A row of personal lockers for the workers here. The second one from the left belongs to Carl. A row of personal... I've looked there already. I don't see any keyholes on this desk. Not yet. I think the witness knows more than he's letting on.
Como assim, Combi? Empresa de vez em quando é legal. Eu tô meio perdido, eu não posso matar o cara com a chave?
I have no reason to A few more questions, if I may. Do you know anything about...
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordson, but that's it.
Bem isso.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I saw a car. That's when I noticed the blood, and I yelled for help.
Okay.
Late last...
Unusual.
Well, it was rare.
Oh.
No idea. Anyway.
Got it. Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you. Old girlfriend from before.
You're lying to my face. If this attitude of yours, I'm
Droga, eu pulei, não devia ter pulado.
I think I'm almost done here. I should just talk to Gabriel before. I did that already.
Bosta. Acabei de descobrir que meu push to talk acelera o diálogo. Isso não é bom.
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his face. But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
Huh. What do you think caused this shift?
I'm not sure, but maybe something to do with his secret relationship? Perhaps all that secrecy started to take its toll on him.
What's your opinion on the policeman over there?
Gabriel is a good man. He's been a cop in Nordson for quite a while.
I don't want to share that with... Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
Any idea of what this key opens?
Nope, haven't seen a key like that before.
Do you know anything about saffron plants?
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordson, but that's it.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
Eu não sei o que ele falou sobre o Carl. Fuck.
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later. Gabriel.
Yeah?
There's no need to discuss that. What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordsund, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see. Do you know anything about a woman who was seeing Carl?
I'm afraid not. I didn't know Carl myself.
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell.
Okay, that's all I need.
Very well, Agent.
I've looked there. A pair of large...
A impressão de que eu perdi alguma coisa aqui.
Both beds look recently used. A few more questions. Why don't you tell me about what...
Okay. I yelled for
Okay. When was the last time you saw...
late last night.
Unusual.
Well, it was rare for car.
Oh,
Not exactly. Anyway,
got it. Do you know any...
nope.
Can you tell me a little bit about...
Sure. I've known him since he used to be so cheerful, but then about a year... I know people can change, but
Huh. What do you think caused...
I'm not sure, but maybe something to do with his secret...
I see no reason to inquire further about that. I already showed that to him. I don't think he'd... Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
Alete! Vai lá, Raid! Como é que tava lá a live? Eita, quanta hashtag! Nossa, eu tô com 3 lives minhas abertas aqui. Socorro. Oi, Arlete. Como é que você tá?
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
A row of personal... A small, unique-looking key.
Faz sentido agora.
Will there also be incineration? I prefer my electrocutions to be followed by intense burning.
You'll be nice and crisp, all right. Jokes aside, come back tomorrow. By then, the museum should be available.
All right, thanks.
É difícil, eu aperto pra falar, eu passo o diálogo inteiro.
Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
Doesn't look like I can enter the museum. Looks like an old hovercraft. I don't need to go down to... All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station.
Olha, Gaza, não te culpo, não. Foram 3 hashtags? Como é que vocês estão?
Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in it. I don't have a reason to enter the clinic right now.
Tava lá, mas tava na moita.
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for the help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth. And this here is Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention. I assume there are some Bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me, as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal, since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face-to-face, in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean the augmentation. The nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, are we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
Ele parece com o quê? Com o Binho? Eu achei que ele foi uma ideia de Terraria, Starbound, não sei. Aí eu fiquei meio confuso.
I felt an amazing sense of belonging. Like I was connected to everything and everyone around me.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
Pelo que eu ouvi do pouquinho lá, ele me lembrou bastante Starbound. Eu achei que ia gostar, mas tipo, eu não pedi ele de cara porque eu fiquei com um certo receio de eu querer exigir muito do jogo.
Low maintenance. My kind of plant. It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disk is hollow. Curious.
Opa, tem café no jogo.
Ah, damn good coffee.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first...
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordsund Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry. So either the entrance was open, or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it, if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordsund, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Sorry to hear that. I guess bureaucrats messing up police work isn't just a city problem, huh?
You have no idea. Sometimes I feel like I'm spending half my time arguing with those fools.
One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Persson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done. Do you know who the woman in this picture is?
No idea, sorry.
Any idea of what this opens?
Nope, not a clue.
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
Do you know if saffron is grown anywhere in Nordsund?
I think so, yes. There should be someone in town with more information.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. I haven't talked to Carl myself for many years.
What do you think of Gabriel?
My nephew is a fine officer. He's a law and order kind of person. Stern, but fair.
Oh, law enforcement runs in the family.
I wish, but so far Gabriel and I are the only ones. I've been trying to get my son to...
Ô, Vita, valeu o follow. Vou lembrar de pausar agora quando for usar o push to talk.
All he cares about is girls and fishing. Suppose it could be worse. At least he brings home a fresh trout every now and then.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordsund, it seems.
Acho que foi uma escolha infeliz do que jogar, viu, combo, porque eu tô lesadinho de sono.
An old freight elevator of some kind. Like... Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings. Sure, the doctor's excited, but even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help. Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to go to the morgue. Where's that?
Down the stairs on your left.
Great, thanks. It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass... A list of admitted patients. I don't recognize any of the names. I'm guessing those contain patient files and such. It's a map of the clinic layout. Various medical supplies. Looks like no patient is admitted at the moment. It's filled with cannulas, those little needle things used to connect an IV. I don't think I need one right now. A portable medical kit with all the... An old pre-collapse monitor, probably not connected to anything. I don't need any water right now.
Acho que eu errei o necrotério.
Healthy-looking plant. Locked.
Don't worry, Maya. You'll be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town. Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
That's why we need ways to tell what someone is hiding.
I suppose. Psychology isn't really my field of expertise.
That's fine. You can leave that part to me. Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay, and what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks. What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes, but we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
Do you know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
I'm afraid not. We have plants all over, but botany is not my area of expertise.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
Do you recognize this couple?
The man is clearly the second victim, Carl. As for the woman, it's too hard to tell given the damage to the photo.
Do you know what this opens?
Not a clue. But it looks like a one-of-a-kind key.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
Keep it vague, then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks. What do you think of Gabriel?
Your average policeman. I have no strong opinion about him one way or the other.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city. What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
What do you make of this?
The handwriting looks feminine, but I'm not sure what to make of the contents.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I hope you can help the doctor finish.
I don't think I should go further north for the time being.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Order. Sorting my notes. Chaos.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
An anatomically correct gentleman. Nice, soothing sounds. Nice spot there next to the wind chimes.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Walter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them all.
Hi there. I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right? What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh, no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with a set of strings.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Ha! That's...
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Walter. It's time for you to do less talking and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
Do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Oh, yeah, poor Carl. He was a friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
So I take it you have no idea who killed Carl?
None whatsoever. Wrong place, wrong time, maybe. He didn't seem like the type of guy to make enemies, anyhow.
Nossa, velho, eu tô realmente capotando aqui. Eu acho que eu vou raidar alguém, mas eu continuo. O Rio tá fazendo maratona ou algo do gênero, sabe dizer como? Ainda mais jogo que tem que ficar prestando atenção. Tô na dúvida se eu vou no Rio ou no Natan. Acho que eu vou no Rio, faz muito tempo que eu não raido ele. Boa, adorei a hashtag. Valeu aí quem apareceu, valeu as raids, Combinho e Arlete. Eu vou lá no Rio, amanhã eu continuo esse jogo. Porque jogar jogo de investigação com som não dá não. Valeu. Espera que eu tô atualizando aqui. Valeu os follows. É isso aí. Agora esperar a raid destravar. Você também tá com esse problema da raid travando ou como? Quando você põe pra dar raid, a Twitch trava e simplesmente se recusa a ir por uns segundos. Aí, agora foi. Valeu, falou, fui!